Hello everybody, my name's Ryan and I'm a driving instructor, and today, what's wrong with me car? So today, what's wrong with me car? Well, these are the most commonly searched issues when you've got your car when it's broken. So before we go any further as well, like, comment, subscribe. You know you want to. Subscribing is free. Become a member if you want to see this video early. So what happens is you see a little bell light on your dashboard and you wonder what it's about, and people then go on Google and find out what the fault is. Kind of being ignorant about alarms of light there, I think I'll hide that. Can't really do that. Your best advice is just to go and get it fixed. Go to the garage and get it fixed. Go to your nearest garage and just ask them. Some of them you can plug a decoder in to the car and read it on your phone or a device, and that'll tell you roughly what's wrong with it. But it won't let you fix it, will it? How do you fix it? Well, these are common things that I've got a list of about what's wrong. Most drivers lack the simple knowledge of why things are broken, and I don't claim to know everything about cars. That's why I'm not a mechanic, that's why I'm a driving instructor, but I do know quite a bit. 93% of people don't know enough about their cars to find out what the lights are on the dashboard, and sometimes they go through the manual to find out what the faults are. Sometimes, like this car, it says stop in big letters on the front of it. Sometimes you've got to go and get it fixed. So, top ones. What do I do if I've lost my car keys? Well, if you've got a spare at home, that's a good start. See if you can get the one from home. What happens if you're hundreds of miles away? Well, you've got a phone. Google a locksmith. Literally, most locksmiths will be able to gain access to your car and make you a new key and decode it and everything else for about £200. Well, you're thinking, oh, it's a lot of money. But yeah, you're stranded. What are you going to do? Call the AA, it'll just tow your car to the nearest garage, and then you've got to get it fixed. Most locksmiths, mobile locksmiths, will be able to help you with that, reprogramming, get you a new key, things like that. Most of them, actually there's a TikTok guy that does loads of these, and he's quite good with them, and he's quite informative, and he's quite interesting. Why does my car alarm keep going off? Lots of reasons. Could be a faulty sensor somewhere, like could be the wind that's knocking a sensor or something like that. Rain, wind could trigger it. Also though, the things outside the box that you could do first before you go to the garage. One of the big things that people sort of overlook is if your battery's charging enough. That might sound a little bit silly, but if you've had the battery in the car from new and it's done like 60,000 miles and you put 10,000 miles a year in it, it might, especially if you're doing short trips, it might not be charging properly and holding its charge properly. It might be enough just to start the car every single day, but it might actually be the battery. If you come to the car one day and find out all the windows are open, Vauxhalls used to do that, all the windows used to be open, and it's normally a battery fault, and you just get a new battery. Again, you can go to a mechanic will change your battery for next to nothing. Halfords will change it for like a tenner. Your battery's probably anywhere between 50 and 150 depending on what type of car you've got. It's an expense, but why let the car be faulty for the sake of a new battery? If you're coming into winter, we're coming into winter next couple of months, might need a new battery, especially stop start cars. Then they can be a little bit funny. The cars that are built kind of after 2015 with stop-start technology where they cut out of the lights and stuff, you'll know if you've got one. And what they'll do is they require a special battery, and the battery can drain. On this car that I've had, 108,000 miles on this car, it's had 2 batteries. Because the batteries just fail after a while. They just do. It's one of those things. Don't try and bump start a car. I know you hear people, oh, put it in second and drop the clutch and it'll start. Yeah, of course it will. But don't. because you can damage the gearbox. Any mechanic will tell you straight away, go for a jumper pack, go for a jump lead, something like that. Get some jump leads to connect, especially the autos. You can't start autos without a set of jump leads. So a decent set of jump leads from another car, connect it all up, bingo. You still need to get the battery changed, especially if you jump in a car, because you can damage the battery as a result in some cases. If you're in doubt, phone up mechanics, say there's something wrong with my car. So, next one. What do we do in a car accident? This might sound a little bit stupid, but being involved in an accident is actually a little bit traumatic, especially depending on what happened. You could be in a state of shock. There are a few guides to help you out. First, check anybody for injuries, yourself, anybody else. If anybody's injured, seek medical attention. 999 straight away, phone the ambulance. If you can't move to a safe place, then you contact the police. Next thing, take lots of photographs and exchange information. You've got a phone on you. Take photographs with your phone and use the voice recorder on your phone to record all of the details. Don't try and write it down because it's difficult. Especially, I need a pen and a paper. You've got a phone, right? You can make a note on the phone, or you can always record it as a voice memo, and you can always say, so what's your name? And you can hold up your phone and you can do it that way. Get names, phone numbers, addresses, vehicle regs, insurance information if you can get them. Most insurance companies can search by reg, and that's what they do. Gather as much information as you can. If you're injured, the police will take all of that. You then submit an insurance claim, but that's kind of when you get home, and most of these are done online now. They used to be done on paper and they were massively complicated, but yeah, most of them done online. In most cases, you'll find that it'll go 50-50 straight away, and both insurance companies want to have a go at it. There's not a lot you can do until you actually prove that you were in the right. Provide full details of the accident, any details that you can give as evidence, any photographs, any voice recordings, everything that you've recorded at the scene. If you wish to do so, when you get home, then you can contact the police to report the accident. You don't need to initially report an accident. A lot of people seem to get hung up on that. Now, just dial 112 and say, I had this accident, such and such, and they'll just take your details. That's all they're interested in. Next one is, why does my car shake when I'm driving along? Why does it do all of this? Why, when I brake, something goes wrong? It's actually part of a show me, tell me question. Why does it do this? Most of the time it's because your wheels aren't balanced. So when you're driving along, the wheels are not quite balanced. There's something wrong with the tyres. Maybe the tyres are old and you get this little shaky thing with your wheel at slow speeds. And when it gets faster, it increases this wobble. Just understand what's happening with the car. Why is it doing it? Take it to the mechanic. If it's pulling one side or the other when you're braking, it could be that your pads have gone, the rotors have gone, the brake discs. It could be that the back's gone. There might be some sort of sway bar, or there might be a drop link or something underneath that you can't see. Even if you took the wheel off, you might not be able to see. But it's bent or it's not straight. Anything like that. Spot any damage to your tyres, any sort of tread depth, anything like that. Any complicated stuff, just take it to the garage. Other things that you might see, ABS lights, same sort of thing, take it to the garage. Any sort of, why am I using too much oil? I'm sticking loads of oil, the oil warning light keeps coming on. I've only had a service 3,000 miles ago, I shouldn't have to be putting oil in it. No, you shouldn't, not really. Maybe putting oil in every 5,000 or something like that. Often things like that are probably engine wear, piston ring wear, stuff like that. Maybe something like that. Coolant. Why am I running out of coolant? Where's the coolant going? Is it evaporating? Is it just boiling all the time? Is there something wrong with that system? I had a problem with my car where it kept boiling over, and it turned out it was a faulty temperature sensor. And it caused loads of problems later on, so get it fixed before it goes any further. Why am I using loads of brake fluid? Probably because your brakes are leaking. Why am I finding that the car isn't going as fast as it was? Probably a maintenance issue. Go get it serviced. Little things like that. Make sure your car's in good condition, because you don't want it breaking. You spent a lot of money on your car. Go and get it fixed. Yeah. Anything else that you can think of, add to the comments. We'll make another one, and we'll put in why people's cars break down. You know, most of it is just lack of maintenance. Go and fix it. The guys at the garage are there not to rob you, but sometimes it feels like it. I have a general mistrust of big garages, and oh well, this needs doing and that needs doing. You know what, they're probably right, but I still don't trust them all that well. I don't know, I've always felt that way. But tell us how you felt about your garage service. Tell me how you felt about it. Did you think that 150 quid was a lot to change your oil? Yeah, it is, but what have they done for that? What else have they checked? Maybe your service cost a lot more. Maybe you've got something that is very difficult to service, or maybe you've got something that was horrendously expensive to service. Maybe you've got a fault with your own car and you're thinking, oh, well, how do I fix this? And you've Googled and YouTubed the answer and can't get an answer. Well, if you like what you saw today, like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy your day, enjoy your week whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Yeah. Well, if you like what you saw today, after these guys go past.